Yeah. Yeah. So hello everyone. As I announced last time that we have this session special guest. That is it. First of all, I discuss about the topic. Okay. So out of the box, episode number 5. This is all about the tips for the freshers in the various department to do their career. So whether it is like department wise, like pharmacovigilance, drug regulatory we cover, and some of the soft skill as well it needed to enter into the industry. Okay, so that tips definitely important for any kind of the fresher. So that is why we are here with us, Ms. Sejal Darji. So I welcome her. Welcome, Sejal.
Thank you, Amit.
Yeah. So I introduce about her. So Sejal is running a resume consultant firm, Blueberry Resume Consultant. So it works globally. Okay, so she had good experience in that. So based on that experience, I hope that also beneficial for you guys. Okay, so let's start. So I welcome again, Sejal, and just introduce yourself about your company and what kind of the activities you are doing.
Yes, Amit. So, hi everyone. My name is Sejal, and I'm a professional resume writer. So I have been into the HR industry, the recruitment industry for almost 10 years, where I have done 7 years international recruitment and 3 years something into domestic recruitment. After that, I decided to take it resume writing as my career, and I truly enjoy it. So, like this 7th of tomorrow, we are completing 1 year of our uh, 1 year of our since we started this establishment. And during this 1 year, we have developed the resume of almost more than 500 candidates. And yeah, so yes, I think I can share very good knowledge so that you can be benefited. You all can be benefited, and it can help you in your career.
Thanks for introducing yourself. So this is a good opportunity for each and every student to build their resume, because resume part very important on the behalf of the student. They represent this student. Okay, so I just want to ask you, which thing should be considered while writing any resume for the fresher point of view?
For writing a resume across any level, there are basic fundamentals that you need to have clarity about. So, those fundamentals are which role you are pursuing. Like, for example, if you are pursuing into drug safety, so yes, you should also focus on some of the relevant areas. Like, it could be pharmacovigilance, or it could be drug safety. It could be whether you want to try something into clinical research, clinical trial. So before you note down the things into paper, like on A4 size paper digitally, it should be clear in your mind that what are you actually heading towards, what are you attracting. So what you should consider is the first parameter is that which role you want to write, which role you want to apply for, and second, which industry you want to apply for. Now most of you guys are here into pharmacovigilance, most of you are here in life science industry. So life science is very pretty huge.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Yeah. Take your time.
I'm sorry, there was someone at the door. Right?
Yeah.
So here, when I talk about the industry, so it should be like the life science industry is pretty vast. Like here, you talk about drug development, that is pharmaceutical company. Here, you talk about medical devices. Here, you talk about CRO, and then you also talk about the biotechnology, right? So, what do you think? What things you can consider, like before building the resume, is that you should have your objective very clear, that what you want to really do, because the objective statement, whether you call it a synopsis, whether you call it a summary, whether you call it objective, you call it anything, there are various names. for that section, and it holds a lot of importance. So, these things have to be written down very clear cut that this is what you are aiming for. So, these are the clarity you should have before you write down the resume. Yes, Amit.
Okay, thanks for clarifying these things. So resumes will be different for each and different department. It should be not same resume should be sent to each and every time, right? That is the point, very important. And your objective should be changed according to your designation. This is also important. Yeah. Okay. All of you guys need to know that everything is very important in the resume according to the designation. So I just want to ask which kind of the things is important, do's and don'ts from the resume. Means these things should be included. First of all, we talk about the what kind of this tab needed, like objective, like academic background, likewise. So what kind of tabs are needed in any resume?
Right. So, a good ATS friendly resume will have a 2-page resume. Like for the fresher, it cannot be more than 1-page resume. It is a thumb rule that your fresher cannot have 2-page resume. They have to complete everything within 1 page. And anybody having 10 plus years of experience, it will be two-page resume. Now here, what are things you can include is, first is your objective, right? Second, we'll talk about the synopsis. You call it summary. Third, we will go about third we will
Yeah.
third we will talk about the professional experience. Okay. Then along with the professional experience, there will be one more column, one more section, your accomplishment. If you are an experience, then along with the professional experience, where you are writing your company's description, your roles and responsibilities, you also have to write the accomplishment. Then comes your education, then comes your certification, then comes your whatever if you have anything like posters or presentations, if you want to add it, if you have a space you can add it, but I don't think so it's necessary. So your a good resume, again to summarize, objective, then summary, then professional experience, education, certification, and then you can just write that references available on the request. So a good resume will have the 6 sections.
Okay. So for the experience, any other tab adding in this? For experienced candidate, anything added new in the as you say earlier? No, it is not likewise, and this is perfect resume for all.
Yes, but the these are things which I told you about the experienced people. When we talk about the freshers resume, it is slightly different. Okay, so a fresher, what they can add is, of course, their name, contact details, and everything, like their LinkedIn ID, their location, their email address, their mobile number. Then comes a summary. Then comes your synopsis. Then comes your education. Here is the difference. When there is an experienced person, education comes at the last. But here, when the fresher is looking for a job, we have to write the education in the middle part of the resume, where you have to also write about what all things you have studied. Like, for example, what all subjects you have studied, right? So that's what, will enhance your resume. Like, there will be a lot of words, ATS keywords that will, the system will catch up, and it will increase your chances of shortlisting. So after education, you can write about your certification. Then I'm sure the pharmacology and the pharmaceutical consultant, they have a lot of projects that they do, then internship and then certificate. So these are the things you can mention.
Right. Okay. One more thing, that what kind of the things should be avoided during writing resume? Any fresher, for fresher? Yeah.
There are 2 things that you can avoid writing the resume. These are very crucial things. You have to avoid it. So one is putting the tables into resume, right? a system, a good ATS friendly resume, like, it does not consist of the tables and graphics. Like people go for visual resume, people go for, like, tables and all that. No, but those are those are the resume which will not pass through the ATS system.
Okay. One more thing that every people have in mind, that resume should be multicolored or single colored, and one page, two page. It is
Doesn't matter. Color should be professional, okay, and it can be brown, it can be blue, it can be turmeric color, it can be maroon. So these are the green, dark green. These are the colors you can use. And yes, for the fresher, resume should be one page. It's a thumb rule. Again and again, I'm telling you, for freshers, your resume cannot be two-page. You have to include everything within one page. And then experienced people, we have to figure it out. Like, we include everything within two-page. And then if there is something, like, which we cannot accommodate within, like, two-page, then it can go up to three-page, but three pages maximum. We have to, like, incorporate everything within three-page for experienced people, and
yeah.
for freshers, one page.
Okay. Thank you. So one more confusion in my mind as well. Okay, what is the difference between resume and CV? It is means curriculum vitae. What is the difference or same?
Yes, so the resume is one page resume, but the CVs are pretty lengthier. The CV is generally two-page, three-page, four-page, where you are talking a lot of about, like, publications and stuff like that. Like, people are, like, in your industry, a lot of people are conducting a lot of research and stuff like that. So that's a CV, but resume, it's all about, like, the length of the resume.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll talk about we till now talk about the resume, but now we are focusing towards the role of the resume. How the role resume will play important role during the recruitment of any candidate. It means resume should be ideal only then candidate shortlisted. It is the important role of the resume.
See, resume plays a very important role when it comes to shortlisting process. I wouldn't say that it plays a major role in the selection process, no. But then yes, when it comes to screening and shortlisting, it plays a major role. Why? Because, like, just think about it, that there is one resume, there is a resume, which is like totally messy. Like, something is written which the recruiter is not able to identify कि ये बंदे ने क्या लिखा है, ना ऑब्जेक्टिव है ना, like, कुछ भी लिख के भेज दिया है, something like, very हरी भरी में भेज दिया है. And then compared to that, you present one resume which is, like, very nicely organized. Everything is, like, everything is written very nicely, projected nicely. So yes, so here we are talking about impression, okay. So the recruiter looking at your organized resume will definitely think that yes, this guy has made an effort in making a good resume. That means he is pretty serious about the job. And then if I share my experiences, we have, like, there was a group of three guys. His name is Satish, Neeraja, and there was another guy. They three made their resume in month of October, and they were, like, from banking industry. So, and then, like, we made it very nicely. We uploaded it into all the portals like Naukri, Monster, then Indeed, Times Jobs, and LinkedIn. We did everything. And later on, we realized that they started getting calls, like, from the good companies. Now, good companies, when I'm talking about this, is like, the companies like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, State Street. So these are the companies they got the calls from. And I didn't do anything magic. I just made it very organized. So the key is the presentation and what you are writing, right? So yes, here is the answer again. The resume doesn't play a role in the selection process, but yes, it plays a major role in screening and shortlisting process.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying. One more thing that there is something formatting standard format should be used in the resume or anything, any standard format.
Yes. So the again same thing I'm repeating. Format should be ATS friendly. Like where what is ATS friendly resume? So it ATS, that is applicant tracking system, right? So the software should be able to recognize the content of the resume, right? Now here I would like to give you one example, right? You are writing that. Accomplished with 15 years of experience as a clinical trial manager. Okay. Now here, this statement is very clear that this is what you are writing about your experience, right? But you have not given the tagline to it. What is it? Is it your professional experience? Is it your objective? Is it your education? Right? So this language is like playing a very crucial role when you are writing a resume. So the format should be in a way that whatever you are writing, it has to be tagged under the right, heading. You should mention it very clearly. What is your objective? What is your education? What is your professional experience? What is your certification? So tagging it to the proper, heading is the key. Yes, Amit.
Yeah, yeah. So all organization have application tracking system right now. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, even the
And
if I talk about the major ATS systems, so Naukri.com is one of the ATS system. Like then Monster is one of the ATS. So these are all job portals. It's an ATS. Even the LinkedIn is an ATS.
one more thing that when we are applying for this our countries within our like companies within our country in India and the abroad application, so is there any difference for the resume writing or same will be applicable there as well?
No, it is just a selling point for the resume makers that they talk that the resume should be US format or it should be UK format. But I worked into US staffing for almost 4 years, and then I didn't see a difference when I was screening out US citizens' resume. No, resume is resume wherever you go. It is global. It's just you just have to match with the standard. How you should know how to prepare a resume. So there's no difference. If you make the resume in India with the right, with properly ATA standards, it is acceptable across globe.
Okay, yes. Yes. One more thing that while writing a resume, the people most of the time took the classes like extra classes or any. It is needed that something extra or paid template should be there, and people need to look around, look at that.
Sorry, Ahmed, can you repeat the
I,
question,
I,
please?
I mean to say, if candidates are looking for building a professional resume, so he needs to buy a paid template and how he approach towards, like how he build it, how he got the skill for resume writing, like professional resume writing.
Resumes can be built in the Word document also, and it can be converted into PDF. And then there are available. Templates isn't what I'm talking here is not the content template. It is just the design template, right? So that you can do in the Word also. And if you want, there are a lot of there are a lot of resume writing companies like Hiration is one of them. Then there is Mint Resume. So these are very well-known ATS resume where they give you the templates. So it's just an empty template. You have to fill the details, right?
Okay.
That's how
Okay.
it goes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, because from the point of the student during the academic academic years, there is no any kind of the topic or no one tells about the resume building, professional resume building. So, how they are preparing, how they approach, is there any platforms there, and how they got the skills accordingly? So,
Right. So since I told you, I am into resume writing, so definitely Blueberry is one of the platform they can use that, right? So yes, definitely they can connect with me, and then I can help them into writing the resume, or probably I can guide them that this is how you can do it. I can share some samples that these are the resumes which has got very good success. So that's what we can do, going forward. They can definitely approach me, and then we can take it forward.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay, so I hope regarding the resume build-up, everything you got, all people got clear everything about the resume writing. Okay, so about your organization, I want to ask you, what are your future goals right now from the Blueberry resume consultant? What you looking for?
Well, this 1 year we spent rigorously in the Indian market. But yes, this 2022 and 2023, we want to explore a new market, that is US region. So that's a goal for next 2 years, that we want to capture and deliver the best to the international market also. But yes, the India is the veteran market. We I get maximum of my candidate from the India, mostly Bangalore, Pune, and Hyderabad. But yes, something US is something that is my goal. Yes, so yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I just want to ask, it is an experiment like, is this a good kind of the services that Indian looking for? How's the response from our country?
Very good response. I started with no clue that how am I going to develop this. But then if you deliver a good service, like today I use, for example, you start in the month of January, then you keep delivering the resume for next 3 months or 4 months, and then you call up your old candidates that, hey, you remember I created your resume. What is the status? How many interviews have you got? How are you, have you got the job that you were looking for, and stuff like that. So we have done this survey, and most of the candidates have been very happy, and our 90% business is working through the references. Yes, our service is the best.
How you come to this idea? I mean, is there any motivation? How you look around? Why you choose this?
Yes, I was never happy with recruitment. That was something which was frustrating me. It was I was like, what to do? Then I took up a course into IIM that I studied from executive. I did executive program in IIM Raipur, and during that course, I learned a lot about leadership and doing the business and stuff like that. So something I wanted, which is very close to HR. And I figured out that, okay, resume writing is something that I would like to do. And then when I started doing it, I actually was falling in love with it, because there is so much of motivation. I tell you, you deliver a resume, and then candidate is coming back to you after 3 months. Hey, ma'am, thank you so much. And then you're wondering, hey, what did I do? You created my resume, I got a job, and they're so happy. That feeling is unmatchable. You cannot compare that feeling, because it's a sense of that you have done something that has added value to his life, family, right? That when the person is working, it's not independent identity. It is complete whole family is connected with that person.
Yeah.
So yes, now I'm very clear that yes, I want to do this.
Yeah, this is great motivation. As yes, this is needed in our every student and every the people who are working in each and every organization, whether it is professional courses or what. So everyone needs that, and you are on the. I think you are on the right track. So we wish you all the best for your Blueberry resume consultant all the time. Okay. And so last question from our side, that can you give some tips to our fresher student how to build a resume professional in simple words so that they can apply?
Sorry, can you say say it again? I
Can
couldn't
you
hear
give
you.
any simple tips to our fresher student for building a professionally resume? So very simple tips so they can apply easily.
Yes, the resume building is a whole process and it's not a simple tip. So, what they can do is they can definitely approach me
Yes.
and then we can take it forward. Yes,
Yeah.
or I can share some samples with them. They can just take it as a example, and then they
Yes.
can build it around. But
Yes.
resume building is very simple. It is not as complicated as you think of it. Once you are clear in your mind that this is what you want to do, you can easily do it.
Okay. Yes. I hope your all queries solved to all students, all viewers, and thank you all viewers for attending this session. And Sejal, thank you very much for your precious time and dedication. And we wish you all the best for your future, for your work. Okay. In case we need, we definitely collaborate, and so you can service our, you can provide your services to our student as well in future.
Yes, I would like to say thank you so much, Amit, for inviting me, for provide me this platform and an opportunity. It was really pleasure speaking with you, and I would definitely would like to see some good response from this group of people who are following you, and they will definitely see the results from the things like what I am doing. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so thank you everyone. That's it from our today's session. Okay, we'll meet in the next session with the new topics with the new guest. Okay, so till then, to stay tuned. Thank you.